not midday anymore, so this is not quote unquote my noonday rant or talk. But it is something that was on my mind today, and I definitely wanted to talk about, especially in the wake of the elections and all of the talk about immigration and things of that nature. So, as I always say, nature will always want to revert and return back to its original state. All right. And I wanted to make a note of something that a lot of people really don't think about when it comes to immigration in Mexico or Mexicans. All right. California, Nevada, Utah, New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, Oklahoma, Kansas, Wyoming, Texas, up until 1848, which is when the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo ended the Mexican-American War. Those states were a part of Mexico. Yes, they were. So at that point, those states became a part of the United States and became owned by the United States. I'm looking down because I have my notes here. That's a lot of states to remember. Those states equated to 55% of Mexico's territory. So when Mexico gave up those states with the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, California, Nevada, New Mexico, Utah, Arizona, Colorado, Oklahoma, Kansas, Wyoming, Texas, all of that was a part of Mexico. So when they crossed the border, the new border, are they really illegal immigrants or are they returning home? Something to think about. I'm just saying. Now, this is a Bible claiming country. A lot of the laws and rules, if you really think about it, are based on biblical principles. But that's one that they actually forget sometimes. You're not supposed to remove the boundaries of your ancestors. And I'm going to give you that scripture in the description. But when you start moving boundaries and being deceitful and deceptive, you got a problem, and there's probably going to be a reckoning for that. So, out of curiosity, with all of that being said, I often wonder how many Mexicans were actually Native Americans that got pushed down into Mexico, and how many Mexicans are actually Native Americans. You know, something to think about. So what we now call Mexico, based on the new borders that had been created back in 1948, I mean, who is who? How do you know? So that's just something to be thought about when people come up with these racist tropes and these ideas and ideologies about who is what and what belongs to who. Really, what belongs to who? I mean, people don't want to dig back too far. They only want to deal with what's in front of them, but they don't want to deal with what got us here. Why are we dealing with this? I mean, what's the purpose? Why? Nobody asks why. But as far as this is concerned, and the people crossing back into the U.S. border from Mexico, this is really something that needs to be considered and thought about. Just some food for thought. I want to thank you all for watching, and you be blessed.